Hello everybody, this is Twintail back from the Cuny clan. Might be able to tell with the way I'm kind of dressed right now is going to definitely be related to the Fable archetype that you see in the Star vs. Evolve game. So we're going to go ahead, roll the intro, and we'll get right into what's going down here. Hello everybody, we are going to go ahead and do Fable game content. I finally decided to pick up this little Alice inspired outfit because I'm going to be going over not just a deck profile but also a rundown of this. Has been something a long time in the making. People know on and off that I really enjoy the Fable Haven deck. I know, boo me in the comments down below, I'm a degenerate, I get it. But I do really like that it not only exemplifies all of the fairy tale games that are going on with the Fable archetype and all, but it tries to do it in a way where it is unique to the Star vs. Evolve game compared to the digital card game where all the Fable stuff was really more of everyone can play neutral the class or neutral craft as people like to meme. But that all aside, I have finally decided that because I love the deck so much, I love what it really was a deck that was a major milestone in how I developed as a player, as one who talks about the game on and off here. I will try to be a little more consistent with getting these videos up. I know it's a very bad habit. But that all said, I have decided to, after doing some overtime and stuff, getting some more money along the way, I thought, you know what, screw it. I was going to do it at some point down the line, but sooner rather than later, I suppose, because after I finished that overtime, I ended up seeing some pretty good prices, at least for what I think, and multiple friends, teammates, and other people I've encountered at locals, regionals, events for Star vs. Evolve that have helped contribute to making this all possible. So you're going to see none other than to my knowledge, as foiled out, as max rarity out of a Fable Haven deck as possible. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our cost ones and just roll down the line from there. So we start off with 3 Andromeda from Booster Set 4. Cosmic Mythos. These were only available foil, or I should say premium foil, because they were released as golds in that set. But sometime later, I believe it was, I want to say it was around Paragon's release that the new promo series came out, and then Andromeda happened to be one of them, and there was someone I ran into who was just getting into the game, and the guy, for some reason, opened up 2 Andromedas that he did not intend on using. So I worked out a little quick deal with him and got 2 of those, and I got one of my own volition via a promo pack that I opened, or I traded someone at locals for that. So that was a more recent addition that I did not need to go too far for. And as for the Star vs. Evolve Grand Prix sweeps, shout out to my buddy Barrel for getting them while he was in Japan. Really appreciate the favor. So setting that aside, we then have 3 Kako Takafuji from the Idol Master Cinderella Girls starter deck for the cool archetype. So as we see here, she's just a 1 cost 2/2 evolves for 2, because as in Evolve, she becomes a 3/3 with an additional on Evolve, paying additional 3 to do 3 damage to each enemy leader, or no, not each, but certain enemy leader. But we're not going to try to play Fable. We're probably not going to try to play this card in Glory Finder. That all aside, extra Goblin-like card with additional benefits, cost 1. So if we will have cards that interact with cost 1s, and just being able to get out of the gate aggressively and try to really get that damage in really quick. So of course I go now into our classic Actress Feria, a 1 cost 2/2, again a nice goblin stack. So this one is very much from the Flame of Levitain booster set where the Fable cards all make their debut, or as Fable as like archetype made its debut, and developed slowly from there by adding other cards available in neutral, etc. to help amplify that strategy of doing the majority of its damage through burn abilities. But that being said, simple 1 cost, 2/2, engage yourself to give another Fable follower a Fable counter, which we know are really key when we play Fable, right? So that ends it for our cost 1s. Starting with cost 2s, I'm choosing to play for the moment 2 Princess Snow Whites. These are recent additions that I will make a purchase, and it's a lot of stuff that I ended up spending a little north of $500 for. We all know Classic Ward, Fanfare. If she came from an area other than hand, she gets a Fable. She gets a +1/+1. Otherwise, she gets a Fable counter. And then, as the last words, it's just a Fable counter. Put it back to your EX area so that you can get that nice 3/3 stat line when you bring her out the next time. And of course, with other shenanigans, you can go ahead and put that Fable counter kind of over and over. Make her a little bit of an annoying ward against some of the more pesky aggressive decks out there. Speaking of going aggressive, we have a card that unfortunately has no other rarity than basic Bronze Demon's Epitaph. 2 cost, 2/3, evolves by discarding a card from your hand versus the typical pay play points or evolve points, and becomes a 3/4 Bane with last words, deal 2 damage to each enemy leader. This thing goes a really long way when it comes to getting that nice extra damage in. The fact that it can be done on turn 2 regardless of going first or second is pretty insanity. The card has just 1 gains for absolutely no reason. Then we move on to Winger's Promo, Alt Art, SL Foiling, Fina Dynamite, Daredevil. This card is amazing. 2 cost, 3/2, Fanfare, deal 1 following, and everyone will know that Fina has hacked that recent ruling, or as an example of recent ruling of if a card has multiple modes, you must do one that's possibly cannot just do one that will automatically whiff. So either Fanfare, we grab a cost 1 follower from the top 5 cards of our deck and bottom deck the rest in any order, or select one of our opponent's cost 1 followers and destroy it. Very good to help get things like Andromeda for the key hunky dunky turns, get Kako Takafuji to end the game, get Axespheria to stack the Fable counters, etc. etc. And because Fable Haven's unironic, one of its not so favorable matchups is unironically aggro in of itself, Fina is pretty good against people playing low to the ground. And then we have from the Flame of Levitain set the Premium Gold, Alice's Adventure, Fanfare, tutor for any Fable card, and pay 1, engage this and bury it, give a Fable follower Rush and Assail, making anything into a Pinion Prince evolve pretty much. Very, very handy. Can just easily just win games for no reason. Then this one I have a bit of a story to tell. Got through from Bushiroad Springfest 2024, King Soldier. I believe I did not pull any of these on my own. No, I pulled one of these on my own. One of them was a hookup from Darkness, and the other one was a hookup from a mutual of ours. I don't remember the exact person. It's kind of a blur, but I was lucky to be able to get these before I finished the rest of the deck. Pretty sure this would have been at least $150 in American or something. Very, very fortunate to have been able to get this by the end of the circuit, as I really only attended 3 events, but I was able to make it work with the cooperation of multiple people. Then we have the Star Show, and well, why I'm dressed like this for this video. 3 SL, Alice Wonderland Explorer. Y'all know the drill. Fanfare gets a Fable counter. We can transfer Fable counters to anything in the field or EX area. Evolves for 1. And this is where the Well, it's not even actually half. It's more closer to, I think, 40 to 45% of the total cost to finish up the deck. The 3 Ultimate Alice Wonderland Explorer, I remember at one point she was going for closer to 150 to 200. I don't quite fully remember because of Fable Haven being this stupidly dangerous mega deck. Look at just how beautiful and cute that looks, by the way. We know the drill, on Evolve, top 4, up to 2 Fable cards among the EX area, bottom take the rest. Setting up so hard. Really glad to be able to find these for, I think it was about 80 to 85 a piece, so the price has come down quite a bit to my memory. Then from the Flame of Levitain release tournament, before we had the Open 8 system, the Humpty Dumpties from there, and evolves for simply free to do the funny nuclear strategy. As far as I know, this should not have a foil as of this time of recording, so I am going to be unfortunately sticking with some basic silvers for now to get that 5 damage to board and 3 damage to face, combo off with Andromeda to do the shenanigans. Then 2 SL Vibe cards that I decided to get to replace some legendaries I had to hook targets up with for their own Abyss deck and so on for shenanigans. And very versatile card, evolves for 2 from a 2-3 stat line, will become a 4-5, we'll get into that later. Fanfare, do one of several things. We could scry 3, we could give another forward +1/+1. We can what was another mode? Oh yeah, you heal 2. That's like, I only used that like 1 time ever in my life. Not in this deck, but in some weird aggro Abyss deck I made up. And the ultimate, if anyone remembers watching my Paragons of the Colosseum opening, that was a U I found. So on Evolve, do 1 of 3 things as well. Engage all enemy followers. Deal 2 damage to each enemy leader, or put a top card on your deck to EX area. Very, very handy, very versatile card. Decent stat lines. I can see still has a place in the deck for the time being. Helps to set up for your top X checks with Alice's and so on. Then, to round out cost 3s, 3 Explosions BSF edition. One of them I had to get off a colleague of ours who was just going, oh, I don't really care about playing egg shenanigans, I'll go ahead and hook it up with this. The other 2 I did have to get from the secondary market more recently before putting it all together and making this video for you all. Great card, very powerful way to just end the game, get some AoE going, start the shenanigans. Because it's based on cemetery count, it's very nice that it's a very good card to discard off of, say, Demon's Epitaph. Get it rolling, and then your next one will start taking up to 2, to 3, etc. All sorts of dumb shenanigans that will happen. Then cost 4s, we have only the 3 Martyrs Key Time, the premium silver from the Flame of Levitain booster. The usual top 5, summon a cost 5 or lower Fable among them, bomb deck the rest, as well as pay 2, engage, barrier to summon a cost 3 or lower Fable from the cemetery. The whole haha meme of I evolve Alice 3 times from the exact same base Alice thanks to Martyrs Key Time doing Martyrs Key Time things, sort of shenanigans. It's part of why Fable Haven is considered by many to be the superior Fable deck, just simply because it's an amulet that can be up to 2 followers for a total of 6. Really allows us to justify playing 3 evocative key cards like Alice, Wonderland Explorer, like Humpty Dumpty to really get the pain rolling. Then we're about at the end here. We are rounding off with our cost 5s. I had to get 2 old deck White Swan Ultimate. Fanfare, give all other ally followers +2 defense and your leader gets 2 defense. And last words, same deal. Very powerful 4/6 stat line. Really buff the crap out of your followers when you pop her off with a board already standing there. Very good grab from the likes of Marker's Tea Time. Forest Craft cannot even imagine something like this. Really love it. And what I feel is just stay in the game, as for the most part, you're not say Mockingjay Haven who ends up healing a Gorillion or something like that, but you're here to do burn damage, not here. Burn damage, face damage, whatever you want to call it. Healing is, if you really need it against the decks that you need to tire out before you can cinch victory from your build up, and then to end it off. Unfortunately, Penguin Prince to this day is not coming any sort of foil, basic bronze, fanfare. But you may select a Fable card from your cemetery, put the EX area, and you may give it a Fable counter, and it walks into a 5/6 with a sale that has come up more often than one would think, though I would hope I do not need to use it more than once a game, primarily because it is very much a card that I see as a card that makes one delay losing versus accelerating the win con. So that all being said, I'm really glad to have finished this project. If more foil versions of some of these cards do release, do know that I will be there to grab them. I really, no cap, for sure, really love this decking off to go ahead and bring it out, as the cool kids would say. So hope you all enjoyed watching that. I know this deck might also just be a little unconventional, but I think outside of some basic skeleton cards, you still do have quite a few flex space. Really allows you to get some creativity going, a deck that already is playing in a very unconventional manner to win the game. I know it is a deck with a lot of controversy, but I am going to walk proudly with this finished project of mine where possible. Unfortunately, during this time of Virgin Steel, not the most comfortable in bringing it out just because there's all this healing and stuff going on. But maybe going, I'm definitely looking forward to when new cards and stuff really either make this powerful or enough of the meta shifts that I feel comfortable with taking it out again. We shall see. So with that, thank you all for watching. Continue to embrace the darkness. Be sure to share, like, comment. Let's get a little conversation going. And with that, I will catch you over in the next video. Bye bye.